It's the main reason she's going in. She has 16 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Lang Wedby Brown has 16 grandchildren, the most ever by any inductee in the history of the Anne Arundel County Hall of Fame. I'm just kidding, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Lang Wedby Brown is a master of swimming as a participant and a coach. A young 76, she is the epitome of the attributes of the sport of swimming. She told Bill Wagner of the Capital Gazette, and I quote, "Beyond my family, which always comes first, swimming is my life." End of quote. What an understatement that is. Nancy, who was married to former Evening Sun sports writer, the late Doug Brown, one of the finest reporters and men that I have ever personally met and worked with, has earned scores of national records in U.S. Masters swimming, setting national and world records in the 200-yard butterfly and backstroke and the 100-meter short course backstroke. It all started at Friends School in 1953 and 54, really, when she was the captain of that high school team in Baltimore. She got married, and then after that, she would later start the Maryland Masters swim team in 1974 at the Catonsville YMCA. Some 12 years later, she began the Maryland Masters program at the Severna Park YMCA here in the county, and of course, the group overall has grown to 800 members today. As head coach of the Severna Park YMCA, she has influenced the lives of many swimmers, teaching them how to compete and how to take advantage of the fitness and exercise results of swimming. And some of her original teammates that she taught to swim 38 years ago are with us here tonight. Would some of those swimmers stand up?
Mark.
Some of those ones from
Sue, Tom, Mark.
Nancy said get up. She meant it. The coach said stand up. Thank you all for being here tonight. To honor this great lady. The Spy Masters team that she coached has copped 10 YMCA national titles. All the while, she has competed on her own at the highest level. In 1991, Nancy, a Pasadena resident, was featured in Sports Illustrated's Faces in the Crowd after establishing a world record in the 100-meter short course backstroke. Some 6 records followed in 2005 in the 65 to 69-year-old age category at the National Senior Games in Pittsburgh. She would set another 6 records in the 70 to 74-year-old division of the Masters, and she did that in different age classes. The last in 2008. In July of 2008, Nancy broke the 1-mile cable swim record by about 2 minutes in the 70 to 74-year-old division, and she did that in Virginia. Her daughter, Jill Springer, who's sitting at this table here to my right, told me, and these are Jill's words, that Nancy never misses an opportunity to recruit new swimmers. She has been known to approach perfect strangers swimming laps at the Severna Park Community Center, where she coaches, to sell them on Masters swimming. She tells them that they'll learn to swim a lot better and have plenty of fun doing it, and anyone who knows Nancy knows that she likes to make it fun, and how much fun swimming can be. It keeps everyone energized about swimming. As one example, she treats her team members to a special swim in practice whenever they have a birthday. Nancy has them dress up in a 1950s style bathing suit with decorative bathing cap, swimmies, and anything else silly that she can find. Then she sends them off the starting block for a 50-yard freestyle, and everyone else on the team makes waves with their kickboards while singing a very off-key version of Happy Birthday. Nancy's spirit was tested last year when she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and was unable to swim for nearly 7 months. It was the first time in nearly 40 years that she had been out of the water that long. During that time, however, she could be found on deck coaching her team despite the rigors of chemotherapy. Her amazing positive attitude and constant belief that she could conquer her cancer was truly inspirational. She is now cancer-free. She just completed her last chemo treatment last week. She told her doctors, look, I've got a Hall of Fame to appear at on October 17th. Let's get this over with. And they did. Among other goals, Nancy hopes to compete in the 4.4-mile Chesapeake Bay swim this June with her daughter and grandson. Ladies and gentlemen, and former fellow inductees here tonight, please join me in welcoming into the prestigious Anne Arundel County Sports Hall of Fame, Nancy Lang Wedby Brown.
I never thought I'd be recognized for something that I've enjoyed doing all my life. It just sort of takes my breath away. But let me get my thoughts together. This really is overwhelming. I think that swimming has been my calling in life, and I feel very blessed because I have such a wonderful family, wonderful friends, and I had the ability to swim and teach swimming, which I've done for over 61 years, which I can't believe. And God willing, I hope to continue to do it the rest of my life. I thank you for this induction. It's just wonderful, and I thank my family and all my friends for being here to help me celebrate. I'm not a native Anne Arundel Countyan, but I feel like I am, because when I was young, I would spend my summer months at my grandparents' home on the Magothy, and my cousins and I would be in the water from the time we got up in the morning till we went to bed. In fact, we wore our bathing suits to bed. And that's the truth. Our lungs would hurt from being waterlogged, being in the water all the time, and our skin looked like dried up prunes. But we loved it. And it was my dream that one day I would move to the Magothy. And in 1984, we were able to do that, and we've loved being here ever since. I was told that I had 10 minutes to speak, not 5. So I'm going to get my notes out. Bill, I hope I can get it done in 10 minutes. As you all know, life has its ups and downs, but I've found that some of the downers can be uppers. When I was in middle school, my parents decided they wanted to transfer me to Friends School, a private school. Well, I did not like that one bit. I was not a happy camper. I had all my friends. I was involved in activities. They wore uniforms there. And it was an hour and a half streetcar bus ride to go there one way. But I wound up going there kicking and screaming. And guess what? That's where I met my mentor in swimming, Larry Peacock. Larry was, we called him by his first name. Larry was my math teacher, and he had developed a very small, low-key girls' swim team, which he encouraged me to join. We didn't have a pool at Friends. We only practiced a couple months, and we had about 4 meets. We practiced downtown at the Jewish Community Center, and I tell you what, that was not a very pleasant experience. It was so hot, and the chlorine was so bad. There were no lane ropes, no starting blocks, no goggles. We'd come out of the water, and you couldn't see hardly to do your homework. But I loved it anyway. And I even went down on my own sometimes to practice, which is my nature, you know. I just have to give it my all. So he also got me involved in teaching because he was the pool manager at the Suburban Country Club, Pikesville. So I would go there and lifeguard and teach in the summertime. So that's how I began all this. Now, as far as my personal swimming is concerned, I'm very happy that I was able to accomplish the goals I set out to do. But more important and more rewarding was all the teaching I've done over the years and coaching. I was able to teach my children to swim, some of my grandchildren, and many, many, many others of all ages. And right now, I would like you to meet 4 of my oldest swimmers that are on the team. I am so proud of these people, and I just would like you to meet them. We have Chuck Arumdel, stand Chuck, he's 87. Let me introduce them all, otherwise I'll run over 10 minutes. Chuck Arumdel, 87. Jeff Revitt, my soulmate, who's 89. Sarah Allnut, 89. Come up. And last but not least, Doris Russell, who is 92. All right. In 2011, these 4 swimmers went to Y Nationals, and they set a United States national record in the 200 mixed medley and the 200 mixed free, beating the old time by 15 to 18 seconds in both of those swims. They are living proof that it's not too late to get out there and do it, you know? Very proud of them, and the rest of the team is too. Passing it on is what it's all about, giving back to society what you've been given as a gift. Larry Peacock passed his passion on to me, and I hope that I've been able to pass my passion of swimming on to many, many others that I've met along the way. I know I have to one person. All of my children are great swimmers, and it was required in our household that they swim summer league, where they didn't eat. But one of them chose to continue her swimming, Jill, and she's been swimming, and she has coached, and she still is, coaching and teaching swimming for the past 15 years. So I feel that when the time comes, I can rest in peace knowing I've passed it on to at least one person. Finally, I want to say, if you've never tried swimming for fitness, I highly recommend it. Come see me. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Nancy. I think when I'm 85, I'll be going to the Smyrna Park Y, and Jill will be the coach. She'll be 83.